Quotes for the feelings kit on my multiple choice post the other day. So we're going to talk about these guys today. The feelings kit, it has 6 oils in it. But just to give you a little bit of background for those of you who are not already users of oils in our group, essential oils have enhanced lives for thousands of years, offering a variety of benefits from cosmetic, we do have the Savvy makeup line now, and dietary purposes like our Vitality line to spiritual and religious use. And we've already done the oils of ancient scripture, so you know about that. Young Living has always been at the forefront of bringing this ancient tradition to modern users, introducing millions to emotional, physical, and spiritual wellness that can be truly life-changing. So these are extracted through careful steam distillation, resin tapping, and cold pressing, and the purest essential oils are far more powerful than the botanicals from which they come. Anytime you hold a bottle of Young Living's powerful essential oils, you hold nature's pure essence. So there are 3 ways to use essential oils. You can access the power of them through aromatic diffusion, topical application, or dietary consumption. And we have over there on the piano, that guy right there, he's a diffuser. And dietary consumption. So these methods are bringing the pure essence of health-promoting botanicals to your home, family, and life. So think about smells because they do impact our mood, right? So if you love the way the fragrance from a fresh orange peel brightens your day, think about how each essential oil's complex, pleasant, and unique scent triggers emotions and memories, which can help you in your search for a more fulfilling and balanced life. And we all want that for ourselves and for our families. So to help you rediscover peace, balance, and joy is one of the oils in the Feelings Kit. You can use the essential oils and blends you learn about today for diffusion, soothing baths, I can't wait to have my bathtub, massage, inhalation, or topical application. So let's talk about scents for a minute. So how essential oils impact our emotions is through the limbic system, because that part of our brain plays a powerful role in creating different emotions and feelings. It is often called the emotional switchboard of the brain because it's responsible for carrying sensory input from the environment to the hypothalamus and then from the hypothalamus to the other parts of the body. So essential oils can have dramatic effects on limbic function, our emotional state, and how we feel. And this is directly related to the strong aromatic fragrance. So essential oils contain volatile molecules that can make their way into your bloodstream, and many can travel directly through the blood-brain barrier very quickly. So they are quick and effective. So psychologist Robert Plutchik states that there are eight basic emotions, but there are 6 oils in the kit. What do you think? So joy, trust, fear, surprise, sadness, anticipation, anger, and disgust. So he created the Wheel of Emotions, and I'm going to post these images when I'm through with this live video, which illustrates the various relationships among the emotions. And it's actually pretty intriguing stuff, and it makes a lot of sense when you look at it. So the 8 basic emotions and their intensity decreases as you move outward on his little flower-looking chart, which again, I will post when I'm done. And they're going to increase as you move towards the center and is indicated by the brightness of the color. So when you see this, it looks like pastels on the outside and then it's really vibrant colors in the middle. For example, anger at its lowest level of intensity is annoyance, right? That's not so bad. But when you get to angry, it's pretty high. At its highest level of intensity, it becomes rage. We don't want to get to that point. So opposing emotions are found directly across from one another, kind of like colors on the color chart. So loathing would be the opposite of admiration, for example. So let's talk about the essential oils that you can use on all parts of this emotional wheel. So first we've got joy or sadness. So to help balance our natural feelings and create a sense of well-being, we can try different oils or blends when we find ourselves in these states. So if we want serenity, we might use peace and calming. For joy, magnify your purpose. For ecstasy, awaken. If we're dealing with sadness and we're feeling pensive, we might use Exodus 2, which has a lot of the oils of the Bible in it. If we're experiencing sadness, we might diffuse joy or orange, because we talked about the uplifting scent of that citrus peel. Or if we're experiencing grief, maybe white angelica or present time. And white angelica has become one of my favorites. Also on opposite sides of the wheel are trust and disgust. So if you're feeling admiration, you might diffuse gratitude. If you're dealing with trust, you might use copaiba, forgiveness, or harmony. And then for acceptance, there's an oil for that. It's called acceptance. But on the disgust side, if you're dealing with boredom, you might use celery seed or grounding. If you're dealing with disgust itself, Australian blue, which by the way smells fabulous, and it comes in the big bottle. Or if you are experiencing loathing, frankincense, because if you're experiencing that level of a negative emotion, you just need to use some Jesus. Let's be real. All right, so fear, if you're feeling apprehensive, valor or citronella, and I did not know citronella was good if you were feeling anxious. With fear, myrrh or rutabaga, and you have to be very, very afraid to resort to rutabaga. If you smelled it, you know. And if you're dealing with terror, if you have kids who deal with night terrors, sacred sandalwood or helichrysum are supposed to help with those. On the anger side, opposite side of our wheel, annoyance, remember, was that lowest level of anger. You could use cinnamon bark or highest potential. If you're dealing with anger itself, dill or purification, which I didn't know helped with anger. I thought it like kept the pests away and the smelly stuff, but sometimes those make me angry, so I can see the connection a little bit. And then rage, trauma life, or gathering if it gets to the extreme. When we're dealing with the opposites of anticipation or surprise, for interest, we can use motivation. For anticipation, surrender or inner child. For vigilance, transformation. I don't have that one yet, but I've heard good things about it. With surprise, if you're feeling distracted, 3 wise men, that of course is another one that's going to have a lot of those Bible oils in it. For surprise, release, just to let it go. And for amazement, present time, or live your passion. So the feelings collection itself, because that's what we ultimately want to focus on, is this little guy right here. Features 6 5-milliliter essential oil blends that inspire feelings of emotional well-being when diffused. You can use them in the morning and the evening to promote peaceful thoughts and spiritual harmony. So all of them are in this one collection. And these, believe it or not, are going to go in alphabetical order, which is a dream to this English teacher. Ooh, I turned the label the right way, y'all. There's hope for me yet. So forgiveness comes in a bottle. Who knew? So this contains an aroma that supports the ability to forgive yourself, and others, while letting go of negative emotions, an important part of personal growth. So this on that wheel would help with betrayal, distrust, repeating the past, revenge, self-denial. And all of these have quite a few florals in them. This one has jasmine and rose. Everybody likes rose. Geranium. So a few flowers in this one, but forgiveness is first one in our alphabet. Next is harmony, and this one I use every morning in my happy protocol. Actually, a lot of the oils in this kit I use in my happy protocol. So harmony I put under my solar plexus, which is right at the bottom of my rib cage. And I use it along with joy, which we'll talk about in a minute. I put joy over my heart, valor, which we'll also mention on my wrist, and then white angelica, which isn't in this kit, but that is kind of like an all over. So this is a blend of pure essential oils that contain scents to provide an uplifting aromatic experience. So some of the words from the chart would be stubborn, sarcastic. Does this sound at all like me? Self-loathing, isolation, crushed, hostility, or fear of punishment. So those are some of the things that harmony is going to help us battle. Inner child. I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel like I am not connecting with myself. That's what this is supposed to do. So the sweet fragrance of inner child can be used aromatically to encourage you to connect with your authentic self. So our emotional keywords for this oil are energy, desertion, reconnecting, happy, direction, and loyalty. Next is present time. So when diffused, present time helps you focus on the here and now. so you can get beyond the past and move forward, or if you're future focused, to bring you back into the here and now. So emotional keywords for present time: flustered, illusion, loss, malice, stuffed emotion, like those of us who tend to suppress stuff, or resistance to change. So if you've got something going on that you don't have control over, this might be a good one for that. Next, one of my personal favorites is release. Release. So a blend with a relaxing aroma that facilitates the ability to let go of anger and frustration. It also promotes harmony, which was one of our previous oils, and balance when diffused. So emotional keywords for this little guy are frustration, anger, harmony, fear of success, which is an interesting one, rebellion, and holding back. All right. And our last from this kit, and the only way you can get Valor 2 anymore is in this kit, and I think in, what's the other one? The raindrop technique, the massage technique, because otherwise we're just back to original Valor. So you can diffuse this for an inspiring and calming aroma, or apply topically to experience this empowering and uplifting fragrance. Valor 2 includes the naturally occurring constituents linalool, alpha-pinene, camphene, and limonene. So these are good for fear of conflict, defensiveness, resignation, aggression, withdrawn, and persecuted. The story behind Valor is that back in the day, people used this one before they went into battle. So arm yourselves. So that is all there is about those 6 oils in this feelings kit. If you want more information, there is a book called Releasing Emotional Patterns with Essential Oils by Carolyn Main, and I've read the whole book, and it's really interesting stuff. Another one you can check out that I haven't read yet is called The Aroma Freedom Technique, Using Essential Oils to Transform Your Emotions and Realize Your Heart's Desire by Benjamin Perkis. And again, I'm going to add this album to our group, so anything that you missed as I was talking, you can revisit in slides if you're a visual learner like I am. Thanks for joining us.